town. WRMN.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel made his $10 Tuesday bucket so full with 8 pieces of juicy, crispy chicken or tenders that it might just last you till Wednesday, if you've got that kind of self-control. I mean, some people want leftovers. Others are more into right nowers. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. $10, 8 pieces, one big deal with KFC $10 Tuesdays.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees.
Looking for the perfect midday pick-me-up? Tune in on Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. Weekdays at midday. Out to Lunch brings a fresh, energetic look at local life, diving into the stories, events, and conversations shaping our community. From lively talk and new discoveries to real voices from around town. It's the perfect mix of entertainment, information, and hometown spirit. Listen on WRMN AM 1410 or watch us live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Out to Lunch. Spice up your midday morning.
Chicago defense attorney Mark Schieblo has co-authored the book titled DUI Jury Trial, which is a true story of a DUI case that he defended. The accused was an Illinois truck driver arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. This book contains facts about the case from the date of the arrest up to the jury's verdict, and this nonfiction novel also includes the transcripts from the jury trial itself. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the valley and the talk of the town. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We're serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in today. This is the only live segment we have for Out to Lunch today. I did do a little bit of a generic replay for the 11 o'clock hour. I was working on some other stuff I needed to wanted to get done. Had the pleasure of getting done today. So very, very nice. I got a little extra hour for myself, which, I deserve here and there a little bit, I do have to say. I wasn't just sitting and doing nothing. I was working on some other good stuff too. So got some good things out. You're going to start to hear some of the candidate ads coming up because the candidacy is coming up in March. So stay tuned for that. We are having a political talk show, more segments that will include some candidates as well. So recently I know we had Danielle Penman, who is running for State Senator District 33. Recently we had her on for a political talk show not too long ago, and we are in the works of getting a lot more candidate interviews. So we're very excited about it. It's going to be featured on the Apolitical Talk Show segments there too. They're going to be pre-recorded and we'll be able to premiere them and then play them as well. And that is for every Wednesday until March. So we're very excited about that. We've got David Tees hosting that show every Wednesday now. And he comes in at 1 o'clock and we record those segments and then they go out on the air. And we even do a premiere on our YouTube channel so that you know exactly what's coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that. That's going to be continuing on until the month of March. You'll also be hearing a lot of these lovely candidates on the airwaves here as well. So we're getting that into the works and a lot of good things that they are doing for the community too and trying to ensure that they have a strong relation in the community and also helping so many out there too. A strong voice that's needed, dedicated as well. So many different proven leaders that are running this year. And so we want to give them some attention. And also recently featured on, for example, here, Danielle Penman, for State Senator District 33 on her website. If you scroll down, she has now added at the bottom of her page our interview on a political talk show. So she's got her 20-second commercial there too. And now she also has the interview that we did on a political talk show. So that's fantastic. And that's just wonderful to see that her on her page that we are giving her that recognition that she deserves. And same applies to many of the other candidates out there as well too that you'll be seeing in the near future. So stay tuned for it. We're looking forward to it. It's the season, and we're looking forward to having many other interviews in the near future. And if you are a candidate and you want to reach out to us for more information for an interview, for any sort of things like that too, press releases, feel free to reach out to us, info@WRMN1410.com. So we're looking forward to the future. Let's go through our inspirational. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm all discombobulated here. I got to tell you who's the sponsor of the show today. Of course, we thank you to the sponsor of today's show, Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital, located in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. They are here to keep you moving, and they are a member of Prime Healthcare. If you're interested in visiting their location, they're at 77 North Airlight Street in Elgin, or you can also call their number today. They're here to keep you moving, so you can schedule your appointment today by calling their number. It's 847-931-5525, or you can also visit their website at stjosephелgin.com to learn more. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, they have their specialists with you throughout your care journey. So reach out to them today and say thank you to them for all they do for the community and those in need. And thank you to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Taking a look at our weather and temperature, we're starting to notice some warm up. It's very exciting for many folks out there who are tired of this bitter cold weather. We're going to be seeing a high of 38 degrees today is our high. Now it is the middle of the day, so let's see, have we reached it yet? Almost, just 5 degrees away. It feels like 24 degrees outside today, but it is currently 33 right now, so it's not as cold. And it's nice and sunny out too, so you can't complain too much about that. A mixture of some clouds and some sun. We're going to be seeing it continuing to be overcast for tonight, a low of only 35 degrees. Because then when we head on into Tuesday, we do see a high of 43 for tomorrow, with intervals of clouds and sunshine. It drops down to a low of about 25 degrees coming up. That will be partly cloudy skies, and that will be for Tuesday night. Wednesday rolls around. We see a high of 38, partly cloudy skies in the morning and the afternoon, partly cloudy continuing on throughout the evening, giving way to more cloudier skies overnight with that low of 24 degrees for Wednesday. Thursday, as we get closer to the weekend, it's going to be a nice weekend too. We see a high of 40 degrees, overcast with a slight chance of a rain shower predicted at about a 15-25% chance in that range. We do see it dropping down to a low of 26 coming up for Thursday night. Then for Friday, as we get closer to the weekend, even more closer. Sometimes Friday is the weekend for people. Other times it's the day before the weekend. It's going to be pretty much mainly sunny and a high of 45 degrees. So that light jacket is going to come in handy. And I think I might maybe even throw in my short sleeves. Maybe. I have a particular shirt that I haven't worn in a while that I'm like, maybe I'll wear that. If that is, I can fit into it. We see a low of 26 degrees coming up, clear skies with a few passing clouds. That's for Friday night. And then for Saturday into the weekend, mostly cloudy skies. However, we do see a high of 46. So that's going to be pretty nice. Now, we do see a potential winter storm. Now, this is kind of interesting here. We get those nicer, warmer, slightly warmer temperatures, and then it does drop to a low of 30 with a winter storm. Now, because it's a warmer of 30 degrees with that winter storm, it could turn into freezing rain. So just want to keep you in touch with that too. It does say 1 inch of snow is expected, but that low of 30 degrees is kind of interesting because that means it most likely won't stick, because then tomorrow on Sunday, or not tomorrow on Sunday, Sunday, the day after Saturday, the 14th, we see a high of 42 and a low of 25, even though there's going to be a watching for a potential winter storm, which is interesting, though, because of the temperatures being higher. So we'll see. It could turn into freezing rain. We'll have to just wait and see if it does happen or not. But guess what? We're going to be experiencing some more spring weather. High of 54 degrees is in the forecast for Tuesday, the 17th, and it's supposed to be mainly sunny. So that's going to be a nice day. We're going to start to see more shorts around here. And as Woodstock Willie did predict, it's going to be an early spring. So I'm going by what he's saying. Let's go through our inspirational story of the day today. This one is titled, "I'm Certain There Are Angels Amongst Us." This is by a user named Melanie. I don't have a photo of this. It's a delayed post anyway, and I recently had lots of busy days with family, but I was going through a rough week and sold some drawers on Marketplace to a local mom. I had a few other inquiries, and we went back and forth, spoke a little bit, and I expressed that I was selling a few things and had some essentials for the week ahead, stretch until next income. And I was happy to lower the price if it meant I had guaranteed a sale. Well, to my absolute gobsmacked, I think gobsmacked is the right word. Well, to the absolute surprise of this person, Melanie here, this lovely lady decided not to only choose to pay for my original asking price, but they came to me with the tub she put together with some pantry items, kid snacks, bread, and milk to help me go through the final no-income 7-day stretch. This all happened right before New Year's, so I am so grateful as it really did make a difference. Looking forward to being in a position when I secure a new job this year to pay it forward to someone else in a rough spot. So that is that's a nice story there, an inspirational story that a specific and even just a stranger helped someone out in need as they were buying on Marketplace. Let me tell you, you can find some good stuff on Marketplace. But if you don't want to go on to Marketplace, you can enjoy the flea markets. They're coming up. I'm excited. It's flea market season, folks. I get so hyped for it. I'm very excited. For the past couple of years, I've been looking for the antique side of things, but I'm moving back away from that and into the jewelry side of things again here. So I don't know, maybe I'm making some little investments if I can find some real gold, that is. Because even though there are times jewelry pieces it might say 14K, doesn't necessarily mean it's real. Just letting you know. I'm sorry. I know that can be a bummer sometimes. I have a ring that says it's real 14 karat, and I had it tested and it's not. So I always got to be on the lookout for things like that. But it's fun to search, and you know what? Even if it's not real gold jewelry too, or silver, it's fun to wear anyways too, just as long as it doesn't turn your fingers green. That can be quite annoying. The time is approaching 17 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll go through our word of the day and the National Day calendar. Following that, we do have our Tradio segment at 12:30. That'll be the time to call in if you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area. And then, of course, we'll continue on talking more about what's happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. Your local radio station here, WRMN, broadcasting live. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a little bit.
Hi there, Tammy Scully here from Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. Join me and my sidekicks, Nancy and Becky, for valuable lifestyle tips and unique views and insights on interesting topics and everyday situations, providing nonstop fun and chuckles for all. Get the scoop on consumer news, deep dive on current events, and learn about the newest economic trends, from exercise and gardening to music, travel, recipes, sports, pets, real estate, media, and everything in between. And it's all sprinkled with a healthy helping of bad dad jokes and interesting fun facts to boot. Tune in Mondays through Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. for a little fun, frolic, and infotainment. Join us, won't you?
Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Are you being audited or investigated? Has the IRS sent you a letter demanding payment? You may not owe what they claim. Make this free call to the tax doctor now. Let them negotiate with the IRS on your behalf.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Start your weekend right with Dino's Night Out, Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino covers what's hot across the Fox Valley, from live shows to food fests and everything in between. Proudly sponsored by the legendary Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Your home for unforgettable concerts, comedy, and more. Tune in on WRMN 1410 AM or stream at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, your guide to the weekend vibe.
Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Oh, I forgot to mention, how did you folks enjoy the big game day yesterday? Yes, whether you enjoyed it, whoever team you were rooting for, I hope you enjoyed it. I won $20, so that was nice. I enjoyed that. $20 will get me cup of coffee and maybe a sandwich in today's economy. But you know what? It's fun nonetheless. So I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Had a good time, ate lots of good food. So I'm a little bit not eating as much today. I am eating, but just not as much today. I'm having a little bit of some smaller little portions today because I'm still kind of stuffed from yesterday. Had some pretzel bun sandwiches, which are pretty good. We had a whole tray of that. So we had turkey, ham, and also roast beef. I had the roast beef one, and I had one of the hams. So it was very, very good. So I enjoyed it. Pretty good game, depending on who you were rooting for. The commercials, I wasn't super impressed with many of the commercials this year. This is, again, just my own personal opinion. Some of them were funny, but I don't know. I didn't feel that they really stood out to me this year as much. Again, that's just my own personal opinion. I don't know. Many folks out there maybe were really impressed by the commercials this year. I personally wasn't. I was like, nothing really that really stands out to me too much. But, it is what it is. It happens, right? Let's go through the word of the day today. Fortuitous is the word of the day. Fortuitous. That is Fortuitous. Now, fortuitous is an adjective recognized on today's Merriam-Webster's word of the day. Fortuitous is a formal word that usually describes something that comes or happens by lucky chance. It can also mean happening by chance and fortunate or fortune lucky. So here's how it's used in a couple different examples. The fact that we were both there was a fortuitous coincidence, or you could not have arrived at a more fortuitous time, right? So we all have things in our lives that are fortuitous, right? There's things that can happen by lucky chance. Maybe it's a new job that we get. Maybe it's a promotion. Maybe it's, hey, you know what? By fortuitous, I'm able to, I go to the store and, oh my goodness, there's a 60% off deal that's going on. I was hoping they would have that, and it happened to happen. It happened to happen. So there's different ways that it's used, but generally speaking, it's something by lucky chance, right? Now, whether you believe in luck or not, depending on your own personal beliefs, is based off of your beliefs, of course. But sometimes things can happen by lucky chance, fortuitous, or you have a fortuitous life too. Fortunate can also be in that word, wordplay there too. So that is recognized today as the word of the day on the Merriam-Webster's dictionary site. Moving from that, we're going to hop into our National Day calendar. What do we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy? Well, we've got a very important one that I should be doing as I'm having my second cup of coffee now today. It is National Rehydration Day. Now, this is the Monday after the big game. putting a spotlight on mass dehydration following the most watched and cheered for sporting event in America each year. That's the big game. You know what we're talking about. While the day before is a nationwide celebration, the morning after is a call to everyone, not just to the athletes on the big screen, to make sure to focus on your recovery, your wellness, and replenish the body. It's important to hydrate. Keep hydrated. And the thing is, too, is even if you don't feel thirsty, you can still be dehydrated. So it's important that you recognize this as best as you can and try to drink as much water as you can, not overdoing it, too, of course, but seeing what works the best for you. But keeping hydrated is very important. Whenever I'm dehydrated, I can usually kind of tell when I am because my brain gets a little bit foggy at times. And then when I do take that nice big sip of water, then it almost feels like my brain starts to function a little bit more. There's a feeling in the brain, and I don't know if it's just me experiencing this. I don't know. I'm sure many of you have too, where if you're dehydrated and you take that sip of water, your brain almost starts to it starts to feel a little bit warm again. If that makes sense. That's the best description that I can make of it, is your brain starts to kind of feel a little bit warm in a good way, make you feel refreshed. You might notice that if you are dehydrated and then you take a nice big sip of water, especially if it's not super, super cold, because then you get a little bit of a brain freeze, at least I do. But at least when it's like lukewarm cold, that's the perfect way to have it, at least for me. So again, the big game isn't just football, though. It's a cultural phenomenon full of friends, footballs and food, and sometimes too many adult beverages as well. So it's important to hydrate and get yourself back into the swing of things. If you're tired, cranky, headachy, or forgetting what day it is, hydration might be the plot twist. Even 1% to 2% dehydration can mess with your mood, energy, focus, and how your body feels. Most people don't even really notice when it's happening. And there's times when I don't either. But your body is basically waving a little red flag. It's saying, hey, I need some extra water here too. As our body is mainly made up of water, we definitely need it to survive. So with that being said, that is recognized today, keeping hydrated. And it's also coming up to World Water Day on March 22nd, recognizing Earth's most vital resource and how everybody needs it. It is also National Football Hangover Day today, so many of you who maybe went out drinking, responsibly, of course, whatever, maybe, please, responsibly, hopefully. But whatever the case might be, you got to make sure that you recognize this day, National Football Hangover Day. Some people might have even just said, you know what, I can't go into work today. I'm feeling a little bit hungover from, of course, the many drinks I might have had too. It's estimated nearly 14 million people call in work sick the day after the big game day, which is kind of interesting. But whatever the case might be, we hope that you can get yourself back into the swing of things and rehydrate. That is important. Today is also National Clean Out Your Computer Day today, promoting taking time out of your day to do some basic housekeeping on your computer. Now, all computers, devices, tablets, and including your phone too, do need that cleanup. I actually just cleaned up my phone a little bit the other day. I was like, wow, I've got too many pictures on here. I've got 3 gigabytes left. And I also have a game that I don't really play anyways anymore. So I deleted the game and I deleted the data because I was like, I don't really care. And then I moved some pictures over into a Google Drive, and it saved me 3 gigabytes total. So now I have an extra 3 gigabytes, which will probably be eventually used up. But with that being said, it's good to kind of clean out a little bit too, especially your computer. It includes the removal of old files and clutter, things that are in the way too. We tend to save a lot of emails, documents, and photos on our hard drives, and when other media can also store them for us too. Often we do keep duplicates that we don't need. Old programs also create havoc too. Make sure you're using the latest versions of programs and operating systems, is what they say here. Although from my own personal opinion, sometimes you don't have to update things right away either. I prefer Windows 10, and they already have Windows 11. I downloaded Windows 11 on my laptop. I did not like the way it was laid out, so I went back to Windows 10. But I probably most likely will eventually go to Windows 11 because I'm a little, it's just how it is, right? With devices nowadays, you kind of have to upgrade. Just how it is. So I'll eventually get there. Eventually. But yes, it is National Clean Out Your Computer Day today. There's also some other ones too. National Bagel and Lox Day today. And this is a recognition of salmon. A nice lox salmon and a bagel. I've only had it once. I had it once. I liked it. Thought it was good. So there you go. Those are some days recognized, and you can find more on the National Day calendar and nationaltoday.com. When we come back, we've got our Tradio segment. That'll be the time to call in at 847-931-1410. And we'll also go through what else is coming up here for the local community and our programming on WRMN. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby, brought to you by Rain-X. A judge has cleared the way for up to 3 million Illinois Apple users to join a class action lawsuit accusing Apple of violating the state's biometric privacy law through its Siri voice assistant. The class action case has potentially billions of dollars at stake. Gas prices have eased nationwide, but the Illinois Fuel and Retail Association warns higher prices could be coming in Illinois. The group says the state's decision to opt out of a federal E10 gasoline waiver could drive prices up 25 to 30 cents per gallon this summer. The Illinois State Treasurer's Office says it earned $1.5 billion from the state's investment portfolio last year. Treasurer Michael Frerichs announced the figure, saying his office is working to maximize returns as the state faces potential federal funding losses under Donald Trump. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
A KFC tale in the pursuit of flavor. The Colonel despised the word empty. Empty plates, empty tables, empty stomachs. That's why he made the KFC $5 bowls, like the famous bowl. Creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, gravy, and cheese. Because the only empty the Colonel liked was when you reached the bottom of that bowl. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. 5 KFC bowls for just $5 each.
Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Chicagoland? Need trusted legal help with real estate, evictions, or estate planning? Turn to Guthrie & Brady, the happy lawyers serving the greater Chicago area since 1965. With over 50 years of experience, they handle titles and deeds, foreclosures, landlord-tenant issues, wills, trusts, and more. Appointments available evenings or weekends at their Roselle office or right in your home. Call Guthrie & Brady now at 847-524-1215. That's 847-524-1215. Or visit gnblegal.com. Guthrie & Brady, personal, professional, affordable legal services for all of Chicagoland. The happy lawyers since 1965. That's gnblegal.com. Or 847-524-1215. Guthrie & Brady, trusted legal help made easy, fast, affordable, and experienced. Call today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a high near 40. Winds around 10 mph. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 34. Winds around 10 mph. Tuesday brings partly sunny skies with a high near 42. Winds 10 to 20 mph. Currently, it's 31 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door, literally, to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts in person.
Hi, welcome in.
They're powered by smart tech and ready to do your taxes for you. Get real-time updates while you go about your day. Confident your taxes are done right. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. TurboTax stores opening soon. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Before we go into our Tradio segment, I want to tell you what we've got going on for the rest of the day today. I'm on here until 1 o'clock, of course. Up next, we have What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That is on CRN on that AM 1410 dial. And he is going to be talking with us about some good things, including here. He's going to break down life after the big game with registered dietitian Sarah Ludmers, including her tips on gut health, exploring top big game search trends with Google expert Jesus Garcia Valdez. And he's also going to be talking some cruising and wave season savings with travel insider Wesley De Silva. Plus, they cover today's hottest headlines, from better homemade pizza with parchment paper, Costco's must-buy cheddar, the risk of too much protein, and why TSA says you can travel with a whole coconut. These are all some interesting discussions to have, and that's coming up tonight. That's today, actually, just in about half an hour or so. That's What's Cooking Today with Michael Horn. That is from 1 until 2 o'clock. From 2 until 4, we have a replay of Tammy's Best of Monday edition here. It'll be a Matt and Tammy Monday Best of replay because she is traveling. She's actually going on the plane right now to travel to Nashville. So we're going to do that for her today. From 4 until 6 o'clock, we have Big Top Sports with Derek Geyer. And he's going to be talking, I'm sure, about the big game. And what are some of those stats? What are some of the afterthoughts, right? And so he'll definitely discuss that with you. He might have his friend Bob on with us too, so that should be fun. From 6 until 7, we have a replay of the WRMN 10 o'clock news segment. Still fresh news that you can listen to during the afternoon, late afternoon, early evening. From 7 to 8, it's a political talk show with Dennis Onar Green. He's going to put a show in there tonight. And then from 8 until 9, it's The Voice of Reason with Andy Hoosier. Now, if you don't know who he is, you can look him up for The Voice of Reason. He does offer a lineup of different opinions when it comes to things happening in the world. So all you have to do is look up Andy Hoosier on Voice of Reason. And he does have his own website too, so you can find that. He's got information on his Facebook page and also on HoosierReason.podbean.com. So if you want to listen to it for yourself there, you can find it and check out information about him, learn a little bit more about him. He does offer common sense talk. The Voice of Reason is a national conservative talk radio show discussing the current events of the day while promoting truth, reason, and common sense. The show encourages local activism and focuses on change through individual action. He is the co-owner of the Hoosier Media Network, takes on the tough issues of the day using comedy, sarcasm, and storytelling through the lens of the millennial generation. So feel free to check that out, and you can find more information also on his Facebook page too. So feel free to check that out for more information. There's a whole list of things that he posts, interesting things, many interesting things of what's going on, and yeah. There's some interesting ones out there for sure. So if you want to keep yourself up to date on all of that, feel free to check it out. Heading on into our Tradio segment. Time to call in, folks. If you're interested, 847-931-1410 or text us at 505-926-1410. Let's see what we have for Tradio. We have a couple callers here, still a couple few on the list, but if you want to add yourself to the list, you're more than welcome to do so by calling in today. We've got the Tradio caller in Elmhurst. He has that car for sale. It's a nice 2009 Toyota Corolla, and it's a Model S. It's a 5-speed manual transmission, and it's in great condition. Now, the asking price on this currently is $5,000 or best offer, so if you want to get some more information on that, dimensions, pictures, and more, feel free to reach out to this Tradio caller today. Located out in Elmhurst, and that's 312-296-4223. That's 312-296-4223. We have Gary looking for a typewriter from the 30s to the 50s in that time frame in the color black. He's preferably looking for one that's portable and with a case. So if anyone out there, this is your ears are ringing with, oh my goodness, excitement. I have this. I'm looking to sell it. I'll sell it to Gary here, this gentleman. Feel free to reach out to him today. That number to reach out to is 847-372-8083. That's the number. That's 847-372-8083. That's the number to dial. Another Tradio caller here. This is Greg calling in. He's looking for those bicycles, late 1800s to the 70s, parts, pieces, and or accessories, and pretty much any condition. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and the diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he'll pay a fair price on those. He's also looking for old gas tether cars, some old racing go-karts, and some extra pieces for a Schuco Disney monorail toy that he's got. And he has a son that's looking for Pokemon cards. Now, in terms of selling some items, he's got some good ones here, including a Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle in the color yellow and black. It runs good for $99. Hey, the weather's getting warmer. We're getting up into the 50s by Tuesday. So bike riding weather for sure. Just as long as there isn't a ton of snow on the ground, that is, or ice from the previous days. Also, he's got that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker. It's in the color ivory. It comes with the nice 3 cups too as well, the nice sturdy cups to hold the milkshake in it. A little bit of extra there. You know, it's always nice to have that on the side. Like if you've been to Al's Cafe, whenever you get a malt or a milkshake, they always have the nice sturdy cups. They're very cold too because of the metal. And you get a little extra ice cream on there too, which is nice. But that's kind of what I picture when I see this. But again, that's a good price for $425 for that really nice Hamilton Beach milkshake maker. And then he also has a Bailey Blue hat for sale, which comes with a box, and a Lionel Pioneer Zephyr in great condition with shiny chrome on it. Feel free to reach out to Greg today. That's 847-962-6033. Again, that's 847-962-6033. That's the number to dial. So those are the Tradio callers that have called in. Of course, if you want to add yourself to the list, that number to dial is 847-931-1410. That's the number to dial. I want to send you some reminders on what are some of the monthly shows that we do offer here on WRMN. Every first Tuesday of the month, we offer a show called Medicare Made ABCD Easy. That is brought to you by Divbic and Gilly Insurance. And Danny Gilly either comes into the station or calls in and tells you, for many folks out there, including seniors, what to do to ensure that your insurance is covered and how they can help you achieve that too. You can also visit their website at ddginsurance.org for more information. But that's monthly on the first Tuesday of the month. That's Medicare Made ABCD Easy. Following that, we've got Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. I've got Shauna White, who comes into the station for an hour during Out to Lunch for the 11 o'clock hour. And she talks about different things, including vacation hotspots, planning ahead, special deals, reviews, events, and more. So that's Travel Tuesdays with Cruises International. You can also check them out on their Facebook page too at cruisesinternational.com. They offer vacations your way. Your vacations your way, as we say it. So feel free to check them out. They even have postings on their Facebook page. So for example, they just posted 4 hours ago that they're going to be having free award-winning entertainment when you book with a beautiful cruise, including their Broadway-style shows, aqua theater stunts, and more. So feel free to check that out. They've got some great programs available and what's included in their deals. They also do have their February Partner of the Month, which is Globus, a family of brands. That's Cruises International's February Partner of the Month. We talked a little bit about Globus last Tuesday. They have their Avalon Waterways, Cosmos, and more. So there's a lot that you can choose from. Feel free to check that out. And again, don't forget to plan those vacations sooner than later. Another show that we have here as well, too. We have this every Wednesday. It's Wise Coffee Chat with Jennifer Sanchez of the Wise Alliance Network. She does a great job explaining to us, well, really, actually, she joins in really with the interviewees that she interviews, and they do a lot of the talking about their businesses. She features a lot of folks out there who are new business owners, whether it's new business owners or especially business owners that have been around for a while. And they really hone in on how people, no matter what age, race, sexual orientation, anything like that, no matter what walk of life you come from, you can achieve what you want to. And so there's a lot of really great empowerment with her show. If you want to check it out, it's Wise Coffee Chat. It's every Wednesday, and that's during the community hour from 9 until 10 o'clock. She also does stream live on her other social media platforms too, so we encourage you to follow them also. We also do have on the second Thursday of each month, so coming up next, oh, wait a minute, it's coming up in a couple days, actually. It's Sherry's Senior Moments with Sherry Aschenbrenner, where she likes to talk about all things that are related to the community. And of course, also dementia-friendly Elgin is there to help you out too. If you have any questions on things, if you have a family member that might be suffering from dementia and you need any help or assistance, she's there to help you out too. She's the senior liaison. So feel free to reach out to her for more information and tune into her show. That's Sherry's Senior Moments on the second Thursday of every month from 9 until 10 o'clock. Also now new here to our lineup every second Thursday and fourth Thursday of the month during the 11 o'clock hour. I'm having City Council recap with Mayor Dave Captain. We're excited to have him back on the air here. So that's coming up this Thursday. We're going to be talking about key decisions and votes from the most recent City Council meeting, ongoing projects, city initiatives, community impact and resident concerns, and then what's coming up next as well for Elgin. So it's going to be an Elgin-based show where we talk about things happening locally, and we'll have Mayor Dave Captain especially recap a lot of different things out there too. So it's definitely good to listen to that, and that is now starting on the second Thursday and the fourth Thursday of every month after the day after the meetings. The next one will be coming up in 2 days. It's Wednesday the 11th at 6 o'clock at the City of Elgin City Hall, 150 Dexter Court, which my mom spent many years working there. And I remember going to the place too when I was very, very little. And I still remember the place. It looks exactly the same as how I remember it too. So I do get some nostalgia every time I walk into that building because it reminds me of my childhood visiting my mom at work. And I still remember many of her colleagues as well too. So very cool. It's 47 past the hour. I am talking quite a bit as I do here on WRMN as your host today for Out to Lunch. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. Stay tuned.
Elgin isn't just a city. It's a community built on connection, innovation, and opportunity. And at the heart of it all is the Elgin Chamber of Commerce. For over a century, the Elgin Chamber has helped local businesses grow, connecting entrepreneurs, advocating for progress, and inspiring the leaders of tomorrow. Whether you're a new business just starting out or an established company looking to expand, the Elgin Chamber is your partner for success. Join a powerful network of leaders making a difference in our community every day. Together, we're shaping the future of Elgin one connection at a time. Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce, where business and community grow together. Call now 847-741-5660 or go to info@elginchamber.com. Contact Carol Gieske.
The Supplemental Security Income Program provides monthly payments to help meet basic needs, like putting food on the table, paying the rent, or buying new shoes for growing feet. You may qualify if your income and financial resources are low and you are 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213 or go to ssa.gov/SSI to start to apply. Produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
When our nation calls, patriots answer. The U.S. Volunteers Joint Service Command stands ready, honoring our fallen heroes through military funeral honors and serving communities during natural disasters and emergencies. If you're 18 or older, you can serve close to home with free training and just one Saturday a month. Prior service with honorable discharges are welcome. View our website today at usvjsc.org. We are patriots. We are always ready. We are U.S. Volunteers, and we want you to join us.
Kick off your weekend with a little flair. It's Dino's Night Out every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM. Dino brings you the best of the Fox Valley's entertainment scene. Live music, local artists, street festivals, great eats, and the personalities behind them. If it's happening, Dino's talking about it. And bringing the spotlight is none other than the legendary Arcada Theater, located at 105 East Main Street in St. Charles. Catch dinner, drinks, and a show, all under one historic roof. So whether you're making plans or just love to know what's hot, make it a date with Dino's Night Out, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on WRMN 1410 AM, or stream it live at WRMN1410.com. Dino's Night Out, powered by the Arcada Theater, where Fox Valley comes to play.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch. We still have a little bit of time left here as we kick it off to the 1 o'clock segment coming up in just a little bit. That includes what's cooking today. Well, what we'll be cooking today, well, we'll let you know, of course. Or not so us, but more so Michael Horn will let you know what is cooking today. So stay tuned for that. You are listening to the Voice of the Valley and the Talk of the Town, WRMN. And as always, thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We'll take a look here at the stats in just a little bit. I want to see if anyone happens to be tuning in today on this lovely Monday morning. Now soon to be really afternoon time. I think it's Brendan. I think Brendan's watching us today. Thanks, Brendan. I appreciate that. You don't necessarily have to watch us on YouTube, but if you'd like to, you can. You can also listen to us on that AM 1410 dial. You already know what to do, of course. So let's see what's going on here locally in the community. I want to remind you that Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, they use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and get back to the activity. Celebration of life for George Rawlinson, the late George Rawlinson. That's coming up Wednesday the 18th. So it's not this Wednesday, it's the next Wednesday. It's Wednesday the 18th. This is going to be located at the American Legion, Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street. And it's going to be from 5 until 8 p.m. Now, it's going to include spaghetti dinner and a donation box for his family as well, too. So please feel free to come over to the event. It's going to be a good celebration of his life, too. We hope that you can share the many great stories of George Rawlinson and all he did for the community and for the station. He was a wonderful man as we know it, and we miss him dearly. So, come together as a community and as friends, all friends of George Rawlinson. We encourage you to come out to this event too. It's going to be a nice one. We've got some good things planned as well too. So I won't tell you what it is, but we've got some cool things that are in the works now that the station's putting together. So just show up and you'll see it too. So it's going to be a good time. It'll be sad, of course, as well, but it's supposed to be a celebration of life also. So that's coming up there. That'll be Wednesday the 18th. We encourage you to make it out to the event. Let's see what else is happening locally in the Fox River Valley area. We do have tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce has Let's Do Lunch at 31 South Grove. This is going to be at, I know where that is, Bennigan's. They've got great burgers there, let me tell you. If you want a real good pretzel bun burger, Bennigan's is the place to go to. So they're located in Elgin. This is the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. Let's Do Lunch. It's coming up tomorrow, and that is going to be from noon until 1:15. Bennigan's is at 495 Airport Road. You can connect with fellow business and chamber staff while supporting their local restaurants. They are going to be having lunch at Bennigan's American Fare Irish Hospitality. With a friendly character and high-spirited services, the newly remodeled restaurant, and I've been in there, it's nicely newly remodeled, as the feel of a neighborhood pub on the Emerald Island. So if you want to check it out, bring your own business cards and, of course, your appetite. They do say to RSVP to the Elgin Chamber at elginchamber.com for more information. And, of course, you can always check out the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce on their website. That is elginchamber.com. Again, elginchamber.com for more info if you do want to reach out to them. Check out any information that they have going on locally in the community. You can also check out the Hampshire Area Chamber of Commerce. They offer certified certificates. You can also check out diligent activities to do. They have a directory, list of events, jobs, and more. You can learn about their featured businesses, their outdoor market, which comes up in June. I know that's a little bit of a ways away, but if you want to prepare ahead of time, now's the time to do so. I know many people are already probably preparing for when and, what specific ones they're going to go to, because there's a lot of farmers markets in the late spring and summertime in the Fox River Valley area. So hope to go out to those this year. They've got some good ones. Let's see some other things here as well. You can check out the Gail Borden Public Library. Recently posted an hour ago. Next up in their Black History Month children's book spotlights. They're celebrating stories that uplift Black voices and characters with the book Twins and Black Boy Joy. Twins by Varian Johnson follows inseparable twin sisters as they navigate sixth grade and discover how growing up can challenge even the strongest bond. That sounds like a good one because it's about twins, and I'm a twin myself too. I've got some other cool things that you can check out. You can still enjoy the beautiful displays of exploring Elgin's journey from the frontier in 1776 to the vibrant city it is today, celebrating 250 years of the area. That is fantastic. So if you want to check that out for yourself, you can. And I actually follow the Gail Borden Public Library page, and I saw this picture. I don't know if you've seen this before. If you follow the page, this is, do you know who this is? It's someone had this random picture of this woman, and for a split second, I was like, oh, wait, is that my Grandma Lynn, who grew up in Elgin? Because it looks very similar to her. She had the exact same hair and glasses, just like her, and very similar eyes, too. Different nose, but very similar. And so, like, for a second, I was like, wait a minute. And I'm like, they had pictures taken in the studio for years, so I was like, oh, I recognize. Sometimes I'll see pictures online. I'm like, oh, that's an Elgin studio picture. I'm not a pro by any means. I can kind of tell. So, yeah, I know. I'm annoying about it. No, I'm kidding. Hey, if you ever need help with genealogy research, reach out to me. I would love to help you out. I love it so much. It's so much fun. Anyway, this does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch here on WRMN AM 1410. Thanks everyone for tuning in today. We hope you all have a spectacular rest of your day.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every